Greetings, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel and thank you for logging on. Today I'm going to walk you through the proper usage and care of your FP Journe Chronomètre Optimum. A timepiece that is wound manually, features a remontoire d'égalité, twin mainspring barrels, overcoil hairspring, and 6-position adjustment. This timepiece, which is able to maintain constant amplitude for the first 45 hours of its 70-hour power reserve, is an extraordinary achievement in mechanical chronometry. You wind it by taking the crown in its first position flush to the case and turning in a clockwise direction. It is best, though this watch can run for 70 hours, to wind it every day at exactly the same time for optimum performance. It should also be noted that the watch features a scrolling seconds function when it falls below 16 to 12 hours of power reserve. So if the watch is approaching exhaustion, if for whatever reason you haven't wound it in a day and you see that the remontoire d'égalité jump seconds function on the case back is not jumping, the reason for that is quite simply the watch will disengage that constant force device when it no longer has enough energy to drive that device. The watch will continue running, but it will revert to a scrolling seconds or sweep seconds mode to remind you that you're approaching the end of the power reserve and you're past the optimum wind to maintain chronometric precision. Simply rewind the watch, and take note, the timepiece does feature a reverse indicateur réserve de marche. The power reserve in the lower left-hand corner of the dial scrolls to 0 as you wind the watch. This is important because it reminds you of the hours since you last wound the watch rather than the time remaining in the power reserve. Now, since this is a manual wind watch, quick review: turn the crown clockwise in the flush position against the case, and you will reach a point as the power reserve approaches 0, such that the resistance of the crown builds. Once the resistance builds palpably, stop winding. The watch is now fully energized. Attempting to turn past that point would damage the timepiece. To set the watch, pull the crown out 1 to 10 from its flush position, and now turn it in a counterclockwise direction, and you can easily set the time against a known accurate reference, such as an online atomic clock. What I like to do is set the correct hour and then stop just short of the upcoming minute and wait for the seconds display to reach the index at 60. What you want to do is time this to coincide as closely as possible with the turn of the minute on your reference time. And ideally, if you get it just right, you'll synchronize your minute hand and your second hand such that the minute passes exactly as your second hand turns through 60. Now, the timepiece does feature 3 primary handling restrictions. 30 meters water resistant. We need to talk about water. It is also somewhat susceptible to shock and magnetism, so we need to discuss those. This is a timepiece that is 30 meters water resistant, and thus it has protection against inadvertent splashing while washing your hands or an unexpected rainstorm. But keep in mind, though the watch is water resistant, leather, a natural porous material, never is. Therefore, always ensure that the leather strap avoids moisture, or if it should become wet or moist, dry it immediately. You can also note that removal of the strap by means of pull-tab spring bars underneath the lugs enables you to quickly swap to a water-resistant band such as a textile or rubber. Furthermore, you can help avoid accidental drowning. Do not attempt to wind the watch, and do not attempt to set the watch, not just while it's submerged, but while there is water on the case, as this can bypass the case seal. And water, over time, will become a greater threat, as water resistance is not a static feature of your watch. Seals age, lubricants degrade, and it should be noted that the timepiece will be relatively less water resistant after a period of months or years. Therefore, FP Journe recommends on an annual basis having this timepiece water tested at an FP Journe factory store or authorized dealer to ensure that it is still 30 meters resistant. Finally, if water should come in contact with the watch, if it is heavily chlorinated or it is salt water or mixed with a solvent or purifier, clean the watch using a microfiber cloth that has been made lightly damp using fresh water, and then dry the watch such that there is no residue of solvents, chlorine, salt, or water remaining on the case. Magnetism is a significant problem for any mechanical watch, but especially for one that is a chronometer. So a very accurate watch can become a very inaccurate watch if the ferrous hairspring at the center of your balance, your watch's heartbeat, becomes magnetized. The watch will run very quickly, very slowly, but erratic running is the hallmark of a magnetized watch. As a precaution, keep the watch remote from powerful static magnets such as refrigerator doors, wallet or purse closures, or speakers and subwoofers, including those that may be embedded in the keyboard of your laptop. And if you suspect your watch has become magnetized due to erratic running, take it to an authorized FP Journe service center where specialized equipment is available to quickly and easily demagnetize your watch. Magnetism can easily be reverted. However, shock and concussion can cause significant damage to your watch, especially given the precise and delicate mechanism within, though this is an everyday wearable watch. Especially concussive activities such as batting, tennis, or golf, firearms marksmanship, or the riding of ATVs and mountain bikes should be avoided while wearing the watch. The timepiece will periodically require a comprehensive service, and this brings us to our final discussion point. Per FP Journe, a fine watch will require a comprehensive overhaul, typically every 4 years, certainly no later. It's a good idea when having your watch water tested on an annual basis to have total condition, physical, chronometric, as well as water resistance tested at an authorized center. If necessary, service exclusively at authorized service centers of FP Journe or with the factory itself, as these agencies solely have the trained personnel, specialized tools, and factory replacement parts to protect the value of your watch as both instrument and as investment. Moreover, only these agencies are authorized to back all work and parts invested with a factory service warranty. Regarding the warranty when new, FP Journe bestows a 2-year warranty on every watch purchased at an authorized point of sale. However, if you register your watch at fpjourne.com within 30 days of purchase at an authorized dealer, the warranty will be extended to 3 years. Finally, visit our website at govbergwatches.com and call, text, or email our experts who will be happy to walk you through every phase of the usage and the care of this or any FP Journe fine timepiece.